What is your most valuable asset of your life? That would be really fundamental and really inevitable, indispensable question for all of us, that what is the most valuable asset for our life. Before deep down into this matter, before understanding the whole concept about it, first of all, I would like to make a great amount of background regarding these questions. Again, I would like to ask a question to all of you, is that why some people are successful than others? Why some students are really successful and brilliant, more brilliant than others? Why some individuals are really successful than others? What would be your question? I want to know also from your side. My friend, as far as my knowledge is concerned regarding this matter, whatever I understood, whatever I acknowledged throughout the little span of my career, throughout the little span of my life, whatever I understood, on the basis of this knowledge, I would like to convey a very important things to all of you, is that why are some people are successful than others? My question is that to all of you. As far as my knowledge is concerned, I would like to say some people are successful than others because of only one reason. You know that our life is completely determined by our actions and how excessively and concisely how efficiently we do this work, and our result will be rely on completely on this topic, on our actions. That means our life, our career is determined completely by our actions. Suppose right now what you are doing, in the present moment, what you are doing, what action you are taking, and on the basis of your actions, your life can be determined, your life can be changed, you can achieve something marvelous, you can get something outstanding career in your upcoming and forthcoming life. But today, if you only make a plan for yourself, if you only make to-do list for yourself, if you are thinking that I will make a plan, first of all I have to make a plan, I have to dream of something, then I will do something, then you cannot fulfill your dream, you cannot fulfill your career. But what is the most important thing is that, my friend, is that first of all, your career, your life is completely determined by your action. You have to understand this point, and which action right now you are taking and what action already been taken place by you, that would be very important factor of your life. What happened in our career, my friend, always we busy ourselves to make a plan. We always plan to do something, but the fact is that we never ever take the sort of action in our career. So you must be action oriented guy, and unless and until you take action for your life, for your upcoming and forthcoming life, your life cannot be changed forever, your life cannot be transformed, your life cannot be evolved. So that would be very important factor. We need to be action oriented, and unless we take action in our career, maybe we have made a lot of big plan, we have made a big wishes, we have made a big hopes, we have a good intention also, but all the intention, hopes, wishes cannot be implemented unless you take action. And because of this reason, you need to be action oriented guy. You know, let me give an example so that you can easily understand. Is there, suppose you want to swim in the pond, and before swimming you are reading the book of swimming, you are studying a lot, you are making a plan how can you swim in the pond. You have taken a lot of decision also that how can I swim in the pond. But how can you swim the pond unless and until you go to the pond, unless and until you just do the action. So it cannot be possible for you to achieve this amount of success for swimming. You cannot swim in, yes or no? Because you have read a lot of book about swimming. So can you swim in the pond after reading a book? It is not possible. It is not possible, my friend. So it can be possible whenever you go into the pond and swim for yourself, and you also take the some mentor for yourself. It is another fact, but first of all you have to take the action, and unless and until you take action, it is not possible for you to keep moving yourself forward direction. So taking action is really important, my friend. This is very amazing skill you should develop for yourself, that I am action oriented people. Whenever you wake up early in the morning, as soon as you wake up early in the morning, tell yourself every day, I am action oriented guy, I am action oriented person. Whenever you say to yourself every time early in the morning that I am action oriented guy, then automatically by this information your thought will be changed, and when your thought will be changed, your action will be different, and when your action will be different, then the result, the outcome, the consequences will become really different for you. That is very important. Now my friend, here also we need to understand one very important fact, is that we are living in time which is characterized by three important factors. That is very important. We are living in a time, living in those Uber generation, 5G generation. Here we need to understand three factors. First one is rapidly, everything changes rapidly. Yes or no, Shubho? Everything changes rapidly. We need to understand this point very properly, that everything, the world is evolving faster than ever before, and our world is changing, transforming every day. Now the question is that, are we changing ourselves? Are we transforming ourselves? Are we evolving ourselves? Are we learning every day? Are we developing our skill? Are we improving our knowledge? Are we gearing up our skill? So that would be very important. The world is evolving every day, and it is evolving faster than ever before. But we cannot cope up to this world. Why? Because we can't cope up because of certain amount of reason. The reason is that we are not developing, but the world is changing automatically, my friend. That is very important factor. Second factor is that, first one is that everything changes rapidly. Second one is that unpredictability and turbulence. Now what does it mean? It means that everything remains uncertain. Nowadays the world is highly uncertain and making it harder to navigate our life smoothly. We are not able to navigate our life smoothly in this new world, in this Uber generation, in this 5G generation. We cannot living properly. We cannot navigate our life smoothly. We always feel stuck. We always feel desperate. We always feel unhappy. We always feel exaggerated. We always feel something negative for ourselves, frustrated. Why? Because that turbulence and this unpredictability, that means everything is highly uncertain, my friend, and we cannot easily navigate our life. We are getting or having a lot of difficulties or a lot of challenges we face every day, and because of this reason we cannot go ourselves properly through this difficulty. And third reason is that, my friend, is very important factor. First one, I said that everything changes rapidly. Second one is that, yes, very important, is very good. And third one is very turbulence and unpredictability. And third one is very important, is that, my friend, it is called that unsure. We don't know what will happen next. If we take decision today, we could not understand whether our decision will be correct or wrong. So these three factors are very important, and because of these three factors, what the consequences happen. Right now, suppose you have taken the decision for your life, you have taken a great decision, but fact is that you also doubting on yourself whether the decision I have taken for myself, this decision will be correct or wrong. So because of this reason also you don't take any sort of decision for your life or for the future. So these three factors are really important for ourselves. So every time you should remember these. And because of these three factors in our life, what the consequences, the outcome we got, because of the unpredictability, turbulence and the rapid changes we got, we feel insecure for ourselves. We have nowadays, you can see all the people, more than 90% people, they feel lack of self-confidence for themselves. They don't have the sufficient amount of confidence in themselves. Whenever they start to do something, they feel negative for themselves. They feel they don't have the confidence for themselves. In this world, if you don't have the ability, if you don't have the confidence, so how can you survive your life? Right now I am standing, there are so many people are running here and there. Right now I am speaking. I don't care what people think about me. So that is very important to understand, is that what people think about you, it does not make any sense. But what you think about yourself, that makes the difference, my friend. So that would be very important. So what I raise the point is that, my friend, insecure, all the people in this world, they feel insecure. Why they feel insecure? Because of the reason is that people don't have the sufficient amount of confidence in themselves, and because of lack of self-confidence, they are getting a lot of problems. And I think all of you have got the answer of this question, why some people are successful and some people are not successful. Why some students are successful and more brilliant than the others. Why some individuals are successful than the others. And you will get the answer of this question through my lectures. And next one is demotivated. And because of the rapid changes, turbulence and unproductivity, that means means unsure, what the consequences we got, we feel demotivated most of the time. Nowadays people losing the drive. Every people nowadays, they are losing the drive. They don't feel motivated. They never take any action. And because of lacking of action, because of their lacking of their drive, purpose, they become aimless. They become purposeless. And people have become like this nowadays because of all those changes. Are you getting my point? That would be really indispensable, inevitable and imperative point for all of us. And all of us, we need to understand all those factors. And unless you understand all those factors which is really relevant for our life, and unless you correct it, you cannot go forward direction. You cannot keep moving yourself forward direction. You cannot go beyond your limitation. You can't go extra mile in your career. And in order to go extra mile in your career, you have to have the knowledge. You must be action oriented person. And if you are not action oriented guy, how is it possible for you to get a great success in your career? So you cannot have a great success unless you correct it. So first of all, you have to understand why all the people have been suffering this kind of problem. Already I have told you, because the world is changing very rapidly, very fast. You can, unless you change yourself according to the societal changes, according to the technology, unless you change yourself, you cannot easily cope up yourself in this new generation. You can easily feel that you are always in the backdated. You always feel that you are in the lagging behind from others people. You always feel that somebody is holding you back every time. But whenever you can understand why we feel negative, why do we feel purposeless for ourselves, why do we feel aimless for ourselves, whenever you get to understand about the background of this fact, then you come to know why this situation happens to our life. And already the section, I already mentioned, and already I started why some people are successful than others. And already I have given the answer to all of you. Already answers already been given to all of you, and you got the answers that most of the people are not action oriented. And right now what you are doing, your life will be determined by what you are doing in the present moment. In the present moment, if you are wasting your time, if you are deteriorating your time, you are wasting it, killing your time, if you are just joking others and wasting your time, if you go somewhere else without aim, that means you are talking to others, gossiping with others, so purposelessly, that means you are deteriorating time, you are denouncing yourself, you are demotivating yourself, you are underestimating and undermining the power of your own knowledge. It can be synchronized. So that's the reason I am telling to all of you, that would be really important for all of us, is that, and we always feel demotivated, my friend, because of all those back reasons. So first one I told what? First one I told that we feel insecure, and second one is we feel demotivated because of all those rapid changes and turbulence and underproductivity and unsure. So that would be very important for all of us. Now, previously, whenever I started this conversation, and I asked a question to all of you, is that what is the most valuable asset for our life? Yes or no? Have I asked yes or no? Yes, I have asked a very valuable question to all of you. What is the most valuable asset for our life? Now the answer of this question will be like this. Always you should remember is that, my friend, the most valuable asset for our life is that what? Yes, your reputation. Your reputation will become one of the most valuable asset for your life. Because you see that in this changing world, in this transforming and evolving world, the reputation will only remain constant, but the other facts, other things will not be constant. Suppose, have you seen the Amitabh Bachchan? Yes or no? Amitabh Bachchan has created a name, a reputation, a great reputation. Nowadays, Amitabh Bachchan does not make any film, but he has made a great reputation for himself. That means before 20 years, or I can say, if I am not wrong, 10 years or 15 years back, still now, I think for the last 15 to 20 years, Shubho, Amitabh Bachchan did not make any film. But the reputation what he has made for himself, it was really amazing, astounding, splendid reputation. And these reputations still now working for himself. It is remain constant. But the fact is that we are the guy, we don't make any sort of reputation for ourselves. We always believe that some people can do something great, but we cannot do something amazing job in our life. But what I believe, that I can tell you that you can do also something great. Whenever you do something great, whenever your language will become great, then automatically your reputation will grow up. When your reputation will be grow up, then your name will be remain for the next 100 years. Then people can easily understand you, people can respect you, people will respect you, people will love you. But today, why you are not getting any sort of love or affection from others? Because you don't have the sufficient amount of reputation for yourself, and you did not create the reputation. But the Amitabh Bachchan, Dharmendra, all the people, all the great people, they have made the reputation for themselves, and these are the real value. These are the real asset for our life. Have you seen the Apple company, and have you seen different companies in this world? Why all the people are fighting to each other? Why other companies also fighting to each other? It is, you know that why people also fight to others. What are the reason behind it, my friend? Why Apple company? Have you got the Apple company, Shubho? Apple company, have you heard the name? Very good. And the Google company, why these guys are not fighting to others? Because they have created the reputation for themselves. And why the people, the Amitabh Bachchan, the Dharmendra, all the great and the renowned people, why they don't fight to other people? Because they have created the reputation for themselves. It can be applicable everywhere else. It can be applicable for individuals. It can be also applicable for any company. It can be applicable for the industry. Anywhere in this world you go, it can be applicable. You have to understand about it. Why? Because only reputation. Your reputation matters, my friend. And whenever you do something great job for your life, your reputation will be grow up, your reputation will be accelerated up, your reputation will be go beyond your thinking, your reputation will become something astounding, something splendid bound, something amazing, versatile. Then people respect you, and this reputation will remain constant each and every time. Everything will be changed, the world will be getting changed, nowadays the world is changing, the world will be different after 50 years, everything is going to change, everything will be question marked, we have to ask the question. But one thing will remain constant, it is known as very important factor, which is known as reputation. And whenever you improvise your reputation, whenever you accelerate up and gearing up your own reputation, automatically every people can respect you. Everyone can tell you what is good for your life. Then people automatically respect you. You cannot go for any reputation. So that would be really fundamental and amazing important factor of our life. And unless and until you understand about this factor, you cannot go beyond your limitation. And in order to go beyond your limitation, and so as to go beyond your capacity, you have to raise your reputation. And whenever you just raise your reputation for yourself, when you respect yourself, now the question is that most of the people, they don't respect to themselves. How can they feel good for themselves? How can they start a company? How can they start to stand for themselves? How can they be a leader? How can they become something entrepreneur? How can they start a startup? How can they go beyond their process? It is not happening. So one of the most important factor, already I told you, just increase your reputation. When you increase your reputation, then something miracle is going to happen in your career. And unless and until you take any sort of reputation, any sort of decision for your life, so nothing is going to change forever. So that would be really important factor, whatever I told to all of you. I think it is very, very important for all of us. Now my friend, I want to tell everyone is that I think that all of you got the answer. Previously I asked the question to all of you, what is the most valuable asset for our life? The most valuable asset for our life is our reputation. Always you remember this point. And second question I have asked to all of you, why some people are successful than others? Because it depends on your actions. It depends on your action. You must be action oriented. Right now, what you are doing in the present moment, your life will be determined by this present moment, but not depend on what you plan to do or what you dream of. Your life will not be determined by what you plan to do. Your life will be completely determined by what the action you are taking. That would be really important for all of us. Are you getting my point, all of you? That would be really, really indispensable, outstanding and profound thought already been shared with all of you. Last day, I have discussed a very important lessons with all of you. I don't know how many of you got this point. I told you that first of all you have to change your habit. Whenever you want to develop yourself, whenever you want to go extra mile in your career, whenever you want to do something outstanding in your career, first of all we have to get rid of our negative beliefs. First of all we have to let go and overcome our setbacks, our obstacles, our impediments, our bad patches, and we always feel that we cannot do. But I can assure you, you can do it for yourself. First of all, you have to change your belief system. You have to understand you have a lot of negative habits. And today, APJ Abdul Kalam said, you cannot change your future, but you can change your habits. But whenever you change your habits, your future will be changed automatically. It was said by APJ Abdul Kalam. So first of all, we need to understand what the bad habits we feel that what the bad habits we have in ourselves basically. You know that every time we are having a lot of negative information in ourselves. Every time here and there we go, they are talking to the negative things, negative information we are injecting, imbibing. Every day we are imbibing the negative information to ourselves. And today we are the result of this negative information. Suppose today you don't have the money in your pocket. Suppose right now, suppose if you don't have the sufficient amount of money in your pocket because of only this negative habit. Because today you are the result of your negative habits, my friend. And how this negative has been developed in our life by this information, because we have got a lot of negative information, a lot of bad information to all of us. Every time there is a social media, we are having and getting a lot of information which is not relevant for us. Every time we are imbibing, we are watching, we are observing it. And because of only this reason, this information, when we repeat it again and again, when the information is get repeated by us every time, every moment, then it becomes automatic. Suppose today if you get the negative information from outsiders, and whenever this information which was taken place by you, when this information is you do repeatedly, then it becomes automatic. Then you no longer ask a question to yourself that why am I doing this kind of work? Why am I taking this kind of decision for myself? Why? Because the information which has been injected to your mind, all those information was negative. All those information was not important. All those information was vulnerable information. It was not good information. And you have repeated this information every day. Whenever you wake up early in the morning, you got this information and you repeat this information again and again. And because of this reason, this repetition become automation. Automation means whenever you do the things every day, automatically it becomes automatic. And when this information becomes the automatic, then you cannot ask yourself a question that why am I doing this thing? You are even doing the negative task, negative work for yourself, but you can't understand that why are you doing it. So my friend, I want to tell everyone else from heart of my heart, from bottom of my heart, from fervent of my hearts to all of you, is that that's very important for all of you will be that always imbibe, always inculcate, always nurture positive mindset, positive input, always inject in your mind. Whenever you do the positivity, whenever you just learn something positivity, whenever you inject the positive information to your mind, when you repeat it again and again, then also this positive information also become automatic. Then your life will become positive, then you will take the positive decision, then your life will be changed drastically and dramatically. Otherwise you feel depressed, frustrated, demotivated, and always feel that everything is uncertain. So my friend, today a lot of things already been said by me, proposed by me, addressed over here. Thank you. Have a good day. Wish you all the best. Bye bye. Tata. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat. Can you finish?